This isn't actually a surprise, given everyone saw the Feh Channel, I assume.
You want to know my favorite sweets?
All of them.
All of them.
I knew it!
I love anything I can eat.
Sorry, I played Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn. She's not that hard to figure out.
I'll harvest you.
No, still as adorable as ever.
Today I'm La Rochelle, the Harvest Festival Princess of Peerless Beauty.
It's a shame her shoulders aren't showing. It's actually weird none of her shoulders have shown in any iteration of her so far. So he's dressed as a...
The more candy I collect, the more I'll have to give to the little ones.
He's dressed as a homeless person, right? Because you can't convince me he's not homeless. Oh, they even changed the music for this one. Come on, Hector.
We're a father-daughter duo at your service.
At your service.
That is too
right.
adorable. This just looks like a pair-up hero. Odd follow-up. Wow, what? Oh, no, no, no. This is bullshit.
Charge!
This... Oh. Oh my god. I hope you can't use multiple Hectors and do that multiple times.
Look away, Lilina.
Like, if you use 3 Hectors and can use it 3 times because you have 3 Hectors, 1 on each, that'd be stupidly good. But if it's just 1 time, no matter how many Hectors you have, there's still a bit of balance there. It's still not balance, but yeah. Alright, is that Rolf or Gordon? I still can't tell. I just still call it every one of them. Anyways, those are your heroes. And yes, isn't Tempest Trials on the 14th or something? Let me free people real quick. But yeah, that's Rolf or Gordon. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't really matter. They're basically all the same characters, right? Alright, it starts on October 9th. Right? October 9th and goes all the way until November 8th. So, a month. A month. That's a lot of time. Now let's see if these heroes are actually worth pulling for. I think Hector is definitely worth pulling for, because he has the most broken mechanic in the game thus far. Hero at least has some restrictions on it as to where you can use it. The dual scope appears to have no restrictions. So, anyways, let's start with the first one, Ilyana. I like using her in Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn. She's a very simple character. She just wants to eat, and man, my goodness, I didn't want to believe it was true, but when you guys guessed it in the original video, a lot of people were telling me, "Hey, you know she's gonna be armored, right?" And I'm just like, how you figure that? Well, looks like you were right. Now, we had Armored Heroes last Halloween, and we have Armored Heroes this Halloween. In the first year of Christmas Heroes were armored, and then that must mean this year's Christmas Heroes are armored as well. Alright, let's see what she is. She is blue, armored mage, spooky sensor plus, not a personal weapon. Grants attack speed, defense res plus 3. After combat, deals 6 damage to unit. That's just Fury. It's just... Is Ias running out of ideas? Fury, the tome. Except you can refine it, I guess. If you refine it, I guess you get, what, 5 HP? 3 HP? So it kind of balances out the damage you take-ish. And I guess you can refine or something. Man, that's not very exciting. Okay, and then she has Iceberg. It's whatever. You would have likely put it on her anyways. So I guess you saved us from killing, what, Niles or something? And then she has Bold Fighter. I mean, Bold Fighter's on so many heroes nowadays, I can't be excited about it. But Bold Fighter on a 3 cooldown skill is pretty good because you attack, -2, they attack, -1, then you Iceberg their face, and you win the battle. So it works. It's just Bold Fighter, we have enough of it. And then the final skill, C skill, Attack Res Gap. It's new. At the start of turn, grants attack res plus 5 to ally with the highest attack plus res total for 1 turn. This is like a variation off of highest attack plus res total for 1 turn. This is a variation off of what? Christmas Erica's skills? I don't know. It seems very similar, but it's new. So basically, it buffs whatever ally without. The only criteria of this buff is as long as this hero is alive and in the battle, and whichever ally has the highest attack plus res, they get another 5 attack and 5 res. So heroes this would really benefit right away would probably just be like Micaiah, right? Brave Micaiah, new legendary Julia. Heroes that already need a lot of attack and res, and just get more attack and res. That's not very exciting, to be honest. It's just like opening skills, yes. Yes, it is. Okay, well, sure. Moving on. Power creeping opening skills, I guess. That's a nice animation, at least. That was a blue versus a green, and she won that handily. If you forgot what she was in her game, still speaking about Ilyana, she was kind of slow, pretty high attack, really high res, so you can already guess her archetype here. Especially being armored, she's definitely going to be slow. Rochelle, she's Cav, as she should be. She's green, not blue, like she is in the game right now. Man, this is boring. Madness Flask Plus. Attack speed, defense, res plus 3. After combat, deals 6 damage to unit. It's basically what Ilyana has, but this time it's for green mages. So it's another Fury Tome. Dual Rally. Dual Rally isn't very exciting, but it's very useful. Rally attack speed plus. That's one of the hard ones to get. But that's very good for arena purposes. Not only does it bump up your points, but attack and speed is two of the most fundamental offensive stats, right? She also has Swiss Barrel too. At this point, there's like 18 heroes in this game with Swiss Barrel, so... And Swiss Barrel 3 is a thing now, so it's very hard to be excited about seeing Swiss Barrel 2 nowadays. And finally, she has Speed Res Ruse. If a rally assist skill is used by unit or target, inflicts speed res -5 and guard on foe in cardinal direction of unit and target through their next actions. In other words, when she rallies somebody, she drops their speed and res by 5 as long as they're in cardinal direction, which means like across, horizontal or vertical, and then it also places guard on them so they can't charge their specials. That's a very useful skill for arena purposes, right? Your support hero, whoever it may be, could rally and then take away their speed and res and prevent specials from triggering. But again, that's not very exciting. It's just her kit is essentially Fury with Swiss Barrel. So, yeah. That automatically just says, put Desperation on her and you're done. So you rely on Madness Flask to get you into Desperation. And overall, the balance is pretty good because you have 7 attack, 7 speed, 3 defense, and 3 res when striking. And you'll always have the Fury effect even when you're defending. But again, that's not very exciting because it's just Fury and Swiss Barrel. I guess the best thing about her is that speed res ruse. But if the best things about a character is that you're going to fodder them, that's kind of sad. I expect her to be good though. Yeah, to be honest, you might just put Gromblade on her. But then you have Owen for that. World of Thracia Owen, the green Owen. Okay, Dozla. He is... What is... Wait. Hold on. He's armored dagger? Colorless, too. Do we have an armored dagger in this game that's colorless so far? I believe we have... Do we? Cecilia. Cecilia and... Just Cecilia. Okay, so he's at least a rare archetype. I highly doubt he'll be fast. So Cecilia has high res, lower defense, but no, still really respectable defense. It's just higher res than defense. Slow, respectable attack, respectable HP. So Dozla's probably going to have more defense. Yeah, it's probably gonna have more defense. I mean, he has ARD, attack, defense 3, which always hints at stuff like that. So at the very least, Pumpkin A Box Plus is a better version of the Fury weapons. Just because it gets its dagger ability still. So, attack, speed, defense, res plus 3, the Fury aspect, and then you gotta keep the dagger aspect. Dagger 7. So after combat, unit attack, inflicts defense, res by 7 on target and foes within 2 spaces of target through the next actions. So, yeah, that's nice. Still relatively boring though. Is no one gonna have their own weapon except for Hector? I mean, that answers it. He's the last hero here. Which also probably won't. Or Gordon. Or Rolf. Whoever the hell it is, will probably have a Fury Bow, which is actually a Fury Bow is not so bad. It'll give you another option over Luis's bow, which is Swiss Barrel, so... Right, but between those two bows. Anyways, Rally Attack Defense Plus, it's a dual rally. I mean, Attack Defense Plus is really good. Good for Arena, good for raising points, and again, those are two of the primary stats. Most heroes in Arena are at the highest level where you need these dual rally skills that are mostly armored and physical. Granted, there's a lot of dragons too, but the defense plus makes a big difference. Alright, but that's not very exciting. ARD Attack Defense 3, this will just be like Picnic Flora? In defending and Ether Raids, grants attack defense plus X during combat. X based on number of your defensive structures. So in other words, if you have more than 5 structures, it's plus 10 to attack and defense. If it's 4, it's plus 7. It's 3, it's plus 4. And if it's less than 2, it's plus 1. It's not a very exciting skill. And I'm not really sure how you make this exciting for Dozla. Because you wouldn't really run him defensively in Ether Raids. Defensive dagger in Ether Raids. And he can't get an instant special. And he doesn't even come with Bold Fighter or Vengeful Fight. Dozla sucks. He doesn't even come with a B skill. Let me get this straight. If you really want to use Dozla, you gotta what? Put Special Fighter on him? Put Vengeful Fighter on him? Put Bold Fighter on? You kidding me? I am not putting something this expensive on Dozla. And what does he have? He doesn't have anything worthwhile. I'm sorry, I can't. Here's the thing, guys. If you're gonna... I haven't seen his stats yet, that's true. But chances are is, if you were gonna do that, you would have made a Winter Cecilia already. And then you would have just given her those skills, and then you already have your colorless dagger hero. Because he has nothing unique to him. I mean, that Pumpkin A-Box dagger is just Fury. That's not that special. ARD, attack, defense. I can tell you how difficult... Or... It's not difficult to use, but it's not that useful. And Armor March is whatever, and the dual rally is something you would more than likely to fodder off of him. Because if you actually were interested in using him, you would use Swap or Pivot or something. That's crummy. But you know what? None of it matters. Why does none of it matter? Because nobody was gonna pull for the first 3 heroes unless they really, really liked them. I think everyone was looking forward to this hero the most. Hector and Lilina, the first dual hero in the game. Very, very, very broken. If you compare any of the Halloween heroes that we just got to this Hector, it's not even close. What is Hector? He has Conjurer, Curios, effect against armored foes? Did he really need that? Yes. Did he really need that? No way. Attack plus 3. Oh yeah, did he really need that? If it is an odd number turn or foe's HP is under 100% at start combat, grants attack, speed, defense, res plus 4 during combat. What? He combat buffs himself by plus 4 to everything. And we already know he's 180? 185 BST? I think he's 180, right? Doesn't really matter because on odd turns it's plus 4 to everything. And if your opponent has less than 100%, well then it's just plus 4 to everything. He's 180, right? Yeah, he's 180. He has Bonfire, who cares? You snooze on that. You can get it off Tiki? You can get off a lot of heroes, don't worry about it. Distant counter, unit can counterattack regardless of foe's range. Like just about every other Hector. I think every Hector has a version of distant counter. A version because one of the Hectors even has a better distant counter. And he has odd follow-up. If it is an odd number turn, unit makes a guaranteed fall attack and foe cannot make a fall. I hope you can count odd numbers because on 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, on all those turns, Hector is just gonna smoke you. Here's the thing, odd follow-up works really well with this encounter. Why? They can only hit him one time. And he can double back on it. Not just that, on those odd turns he gets plus 4 to everything. When you're already 180 BSD, plus 4 to 4 stats. That's 16 extra stats. He's essentially like 196 BSD. And then he has like 3 extra attack, and it's like 199. Now, I know that's not how you really calculate things, but that's his actual stats. On odd turns, this guy's a god. It's kind of funny he comes with Hone Armor, because Hone Armor is whatever. You get that off what? Gwendolyn? Like, that's just a free skill. Whatever. Look, this entire kit is basically joined around distance counter, odd follow-up, and Conjurer Curios. He's already an excellent hero. He's gonna overwhelm his opponents with his sheer attack, sheer defense, and then he's gonna prevent them from doubling, and then he can still double on odd turns. He has this encounter, and of course he has this broken ass skill called Duel. What is it even called? He's a dual hero. Is it just called Dual Skill? Yeah, Dual Skill. It's just called a Dual Skill. He gets to do 20 damage to a column of 3. So, you ever struggle with killing something? Now you don't. Man, 78 attack. 99. Alright. This is probably just a one hero banner. This is the only hero worth pulling for. This isn't even fair. My only question is if you can use this. If you have multiple Hectors, can you use this multiple times? So if you have 3 Hectors, can you use it 3 times? 1 from each Hector. If you can only use it 1 time, it's still pretty busted. Because if you bring this Hector into Arena, because this Hector ranks the highest in terms of points. He ranks the highest in terms of points. There's no hero that can get more points than this Hector. Because he can get to 185 in Arena. He counts as 185 in Arena. And then he can do this guaranteed 20 damage chip. Like, how are you going to struggle in Arena anymore? If your one bonus hero has to get all the kills and you've already dealt 20 damage automatically, like guaranteed, what's the difficulty going to be? There shouldn't really be a difficulty anymore, I mean. Anyways, Hector by far is the best hero here. It's probably tied to all your units. Well, no matter how you look at it, even if it's 1 time, I still think it makes a world of difference. Anyways, I was going to ask you guys, who were you going to pull for? You know what, I'll still ask you. But like, in this banner, number 1 hero you should pull for, Hector, if you're pulling. Not just because he's amazing as a character. Like, I love Hector, the character. Not only is he amazing in this game, and not only did he bring the dual hero skills, Hector and Lilina is just so adorable. That's just too cute. But at the same time, I feel like I'm funding the death of difficulty in Feh. Feels like I'm funding terrorism if I actually spend orbs here, because if you spend a bunch of orbs here and it's like their best-selling banner ever, what do you think people at IS is gonna be like? It's like, we gotta make more of these dual heroes, and we're gonna get more ridiculous skills in the future, right? But yeah, outside of that, it's Ilyana because she has Bold Fighter and she's cute, and that's it. I can't really suggest anybody else. Like, this is already borderline unsuggestible because Bold Fighter on an armor hero, we've gotten that so many times. Her tome's nothing special, it's Fury in a tome. And attack res gap, I guess, is fairly decent, but be honest, if you're gonna run her in armor emblem, you're probably better off running something else. Nims is still thinking it was PP. If my number 1 pick is Hector, how am I thinking of my PP? Hector is a sexy man, though. But yeah, that's about the only thing I can say.